I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is JP Nauseef. He is President and CEO at JobsOhio. JP, wonderful to see you again. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk.
Thanks for having me today. Really great to see you too.
Thank you. So now, JP, tell me, how is JobsOhio different from other economic development agencies?
Well, most economic development agencies that are at a state level or part of state government, they typically hold a cabinet level position in government. JobsOhio is different. There's four primary reasons that the platform is unique in America. First is our platform is outside of government. It's privatized. So we're a 501c4. We work outside but alongside our government partners. Second, again, being outside of government, we also have a private source of funding. So we don't use any tax dollars for funding. Back in 2013, the people from JobsOhio went to the bond markets and they essentially raised money and purchased Ohio's spirituous liquor enterprise. Ohio is a control state. So we operate the distribution of spirituous liquors in Ohio, and we use those profits to fund economic development. Last year was just north of $300 million. So that provides us with some flexibility. Third, the way we go into the marketplace. Our state is not dominated by one metro area or one industry. We have city states: Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, Dayton, Toledo, Appalachia. We go in through partners, regional partners that represent those parts of our state. So we're able to have central resources, but deliver with a nice local soft touch. And companies and families locate to metropolitan areas anyway. And then lastly, the fourth attribute is our team. Our team of economic development professionals, we pull out of the private sector so that when it comes to negotiating complex deals with private sector businesses that we'd like to locate here or expand here, we have professionals with a depth of experience to make it a very customized and a win-win deal for both the client company and for the people of Ohio. So that's what makes us different, the combination of those four attributes. And it seems to be working and providing Ohio with a competitive advantage.
All right. Well, speaking of that, you have some exciting news from Intel. They recently announced that they're planning to invest more than $20 billion in the construction of 2 new factories in Ohio. So tell me, how did that come about?
Well, a lot of companies have been looking at Ohio. Last year in 2021, which was JobsOhio's 10th year as an entity, we had our best year, the most jobs, most payroll, most projects won of any year since our existence. And that didn't count Intel. So other companies were looking at Ohio. When Ohio came to us, when Intel came to look at Ohio, we were able to put the JobsOhio up and the network platform to work. The lead actually came in through one of our affiliate partners in Northeast Ohio, Team Neo. They quickly found that they didn't have a site that met the complex requirements that Intel had, and they sent it to the central host at JobsOhio, and we quickly did a statewide search. In fact, we turned the request for information that Intel provided, which was very complex, in 3 days. We had 3 days to turn it around. We scoured the whole state for a site. We were able to get the information they needed very quickly. So our network worked. We were able to do it very quickly as a private entity, and we were able to put our semiconductor team. We have combined 69 years of semiconductor experience on our team. So we're able to really respond intelligently and quickly. And I think Intel, we probably surprised them, and they kept coming back for more information, and we were able to make a competitive proposal, and we were able to win.
So now, in addition to Intel, are you targeting other tech companies, tech firms, and are there any other industries that you're also looking at?
Ohio's a very economically diverse state. In fact, industrial diversity is an important component of economic resilience, especially in light of pandemics and downturns. It allows us to not be not to completely avoid the risks, but it allows us to be more resilient during those types of things. So we have an industry mix that's very diverse. We focus on 10 industry sectors. And in fact, if you listen to Moody's, our industrial diversity is amongst the best in the nation, and certainly at the top of the Midwest. So we span from advanced manufacturing, automotive, financial services, through aerospace and aviation. And of course, we also focus on our military and federal sector because Ohio is the most military-friendly state in America.
So now, Ohio was historically known for car manufacturing. With the push to electric vehicles and more automation in car manufacturing, what does that mean for Ohio and the industry?
It is a significant transition because of the amount of investment in jobs tied to traditional automotive manufacturing, the combustion engine. Our industries have been able and demonstrated the ability to pivot very quickly from traditional automotive to electrification. But we've got a great apparatus in our state for automotive. We're the #4 state for automotive production, the #2 state for automotive manufacturing workforce. And we're #1 in terms of our labor productivity. It's the top in the Midwest, and it has been for many years in a row. So we've been transitioning to electrification and Altium cells in the Mahoning Valley area, SemCorp in the Dayton region in Sydney. And again, recently, Ford announced transitioning to electrification with 1,800 salary jobs and $1.5 billion of capital investment to do electrified vehicles in Avon Lake, Ohio. So we have several other opportunities in our pipeline for the EV ecosystem, and we believe Ohio is very competitive.
All right. Well, JP, wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk.
Thank you so much for your time.